In this video I'd like to show you how to assemble the parts that you've made for your wooden box. First of all, open up the t-shirt piece that you've already made. Once you've got that open, you can then say assemble. Go to add component, and in the shared area we'll have saved you some pieces. You may have drawn your own. So start with the long size, the 110mm. Click on one of those, open it, and it drops it in. And when it drops it in, it's in the wrong place. So whilst it's still red, hover near the edge, keep your finger depressed, pull away, and click. So now it's clear. I want to then pick on select faces. I'm going to pick on the inside face. Touch the spacebar and you can walk the whole drawing round. And I want to make that touch that inside face there. So by keeping my finger on the shift, the up arrow, I hover on that end so that that becomes red as well. By putting the up arrow, I can select more than one thing at a time. Right click the mouse, mate them together. It'll tip it up so it's going to go in the right place. But it's not quite in the right place yet, so I can touch the space bar again, tip it up some more, touch the space bar, and I want to use the same select faces, hover on that end, push the shift up arrow and the underside. So now I've got those two, and I'm not going to mate them together, I'm going to align them. So it's pulled it down so it's closer. I've got one more align to do. To get this to line up, it'd be better to choose the underside. Make sure they're both selected as red, right click and align those, and that'll pull in nicely then. So now I've got one side tucked in and it's trapped in the right place. Do the same trick, go to assemble, add component, we want the long piece, say open, again it drops it in the wrong place but I can pull it out the way. Using select faces, I'm going to pick on the inside face there, touch the space bar, walk it round, keep my finger on the up arrow, pick on that right hand side, mate them together so it's stuck. Doesn't look like it's in the right place, but when you touch the space bar you can see that it's in line perfectly. Now all I need to do is pick on the undersides and align them, pick on the backs, make sure I select two things and align those, and it pulls it all the way in. So now three sides of the block are finished. I just need to insert the front piece and the base. Assemble, add component, let's have the short piece that goes in the front. Say open. Luckily it's dropped it in the right way around. Keep your finger depressed and I can tuck it all the way to the front. Look, it's going to be just about there. So when you put it on its side you can see how much you're out. This is why it's so important to use the mate and align faces. So if I pick on that front face, can I get it? And that front face and align those. It's now pulled it far enough forward. I want to align the tops. And lastly, I'm going to join them together. So I'm going to use the mate of that one and that inside side. Mate them together. So that's pulled that in beautifully so that the box is now correct. It's just missing a base. If I was to go assembly, add component, find a pre-made base, it might be the wrong way around. It is. There's several things we can do to make that work. We can actually change the work plane, or we can ask it to rotate it. So if I'm lucky here, put that out of the way, I should be able to say transform, and I want to rotate it through 90 degrees, say OK. It's taken it and put it further away, which is not what I need. So you're going to have to choose one of these, say new sketch, twist or rotate, just to help me understand what that is I'm going to be doing. So I've made a new work sketch so that when I do transform it and ask it to rotate 90 degrees, this time it should tip it over. I still tipped it over in the wrong aspect. So I need to use the last one, lateral. New sketch, spin, and now try again. It's not happy.